you should be doing those, but you get punished for it.
FURIA is on the attack. Aspas will be the first one to get tested and already besting the duelist, the Flood, out from the defensive side. MIBR with the numbers advantage, looking to push the pace a little bit more. Spotting a scalp, it's labored, but it's better late than never. The pistol, the way of MIBR.
Yeah, looking a little bit too easy for MIBR, a little bit too comfortable. I think if I'm FURIA right now, I'm a little worried because, yeah, we got that spike down, but
MIBR should be able to best FURIA pretty handily. Now, you know, any dog can have its day, but I do think you're right. For MIBR, they understand that they are the stronger team in really every way you could possibly imagine. And it should be relatively pedestrian, but again, this is why you play the game.
yeah, gonna have to go through those motions. FURIA actually got a big pick right there onto Artsy, and that was a Vandal that just got juggled back by Verno, but that was with Classics, so a little bit of progress on this round for the side of Eco.
Aspas connecting onto one, a little bit of utility joining in on the fun. 3 remaining on both sides.
Ooh.
Verno opts to take a step back. Rafa finding success on getting a spike down for 2 rounds in a row now.
Let's see what the Classics can do in these close angles. Aspas with that outlaw, though. He knows someone's here.
Yeah. It's going to be a pretty easy cleanup on that kill. Heat feeling the walls closing in. Getting surrounded left in 1v3. The spike ticks away little by little, but it's Aspas who gets his 3rd. MIBR gets his 2nd. And Aspas gets a little bit closer to having those blades in play.
Yeah.
Look at how aggro they are in main right now. There was a dart, there was a cascade. Aspas is already up.
Yeah, all this info gathered from the side of MIBR. You're 100% correct, and that's a great entry from Havoc.
Yep, and a great response from Khalil too. You mentioned that it really felt like they needed to avoid getting bonused, and so far, it seems like that will be the case. Big numbers advantage away the attack. The spike has been planted, and it's only going from really bad to worse for MIBR.
Yeah, and fundamentally, I like the way that FURIA are approaching this round. Havoc, it's kind of Havoc go kill, you know, in that post-plant scenario because they got the first bloods. And that's what you want. Everybody else is playing util. I mean, now they're kind of hunting a bit, but maybe a little unnecessary. I say that as he, you know, still ends up getting that kill, but
yeah, that is an interesting conversation to have, though, because you look at situations like this and you go, okay, you have the advantage, you know, you don't really want to lose it, you kind of want to play it smart as the Flawless round goes through for FURIA and they're on the board. But all
of a sudden your economy's bad, now MIBR is snowballing you. Here's that operator from Aspas, though.
Gonna get challenged early on, as will Shenum. Will fall, the op does not connect, forced to take a step back, thrown in reverse. And he's gonna have to continue backing up.
Yeah, blistering pace. I mean, if FURIA can get this spike planted unscathed. Ooh.
Oops, my ult's ready.
Aspas connecting onto one.
Spike planted.
Just narrowly missing the 2nd. Again, the aggressive swing.
Trying to do some type of aggressive play on this B side of the map. If he gets that first blood, it's a way into this round. Yeah, I say that as Verno just takes the head off of Havoc.
And the clock is ticking. Prize again, 11 HP. Aspas looking to be the tip of the spear. This Verno's the first to fall. No, real room, no. Angle found. Very well handled by FURIA. Artine and Shenum, 2 remaining with the gun.
Player standing.
Immediately falls. Shenum left in 1v2. Again, Prize weak, Heat not much better off, but there's just not enough time.
Wow, what a great comeback to the round from FURIA, being down 1. It got a little bit dicey there, but speaking of trying to handle that Harbor utility, hasn't really been able to show it.
Yeah, I know Vansili's grinning from ear to ear right now.
Yeah.
Watching Heat find some success. As Verno again, dying early.
Gets his get back onto Verno.
Traded right back though. I mean, FURIA, you gotta give it to them. They're finding success on these aggro takes.
And a lot of that is off the back of Havoc.
Yeah.
I say that, of course, the curse.
But you are right, Reckoning now invested, gonna flush him out a little bit further. Force them further back to their side of the map. Shoving the line of scrimmage. As Rafa falls, Artie's gotten the defuse to half. Pushed off the spit. Now a 2nd set of Harbor utility that they're gonna have to dance with and try to reckon around. Wow. Just found from Prize, it's gonna be down to Aspas. Switches to a different weapon, 5 HP, pushing through the wall, 1 kill found. And now the smoke to buy a little bit of time, doesn't even threaten it. He's gotta win this fight out. A tap is there. Khalil forced into the swing. And of course, it's Aspas that hits the shot. The Red Bull
Base as well, but the spike not being planted so far.
Havoc might have bit off a bit more than he could chew. Scales past safety and pays forward with his life. Now Cortezia has an ult of his own that he can counter with. And you imagine MIBR are going to try to fill in the space. Here in just a moment, FURIA forced to sit back and watch and find any semblance of safety to play from behind. Excuse me.
He got pre-fired.
Verno on a heater. Numbers, again, the way of the defense. Prize and Khalil forced to try to take back some of this space and secure this spike.
One enemy remaining.
That's real tough, man. The MIBR retake there was pretty.
Yeah, a lot was riding on the shoulders of Heat in that moment. But Verno
Waiting for the flood to come back out. Note that Verno has his ult, Shenum has his too.
Cortezia heard all these footsteps from Havoc as well.
Our team, the first to fall. There was just Cortezia, as you were mentioning, trying to spam through the wall, gets the best of Havoc. Heat's got timing. Heat's got some space. And he's just made the map a little bit smaller. Now the defense with full eyes focused forward. Prize. Yeah, you know you have to tap that out, ult out, and bait it out. That's exactly what they do. Now the real game is afoot. Can they flood him behind it and try to get a little bit more space? That's a big ult invested, man, with no value behind it.
From the ropes. Also a Viper's Pit invested too. But Cortezia, he just spams him. 15, 30 seconds of the round. It's been in the mid-round on the actual site hits where Aspas has been getting a lot of the kills.
I can't believe they're still checking this. And they got a kill onto our team. Aspas threatened to leave. Procs the dash, puts a bullet between Havoc's eyes, and then gets out.
Found an opening.
Recalling my bot.
It's a game of who's going to turn around first, is it?
Headshot.
Yeah.
Nice reaction, nice flick.
Crispy out from Heat. Cortezia falls. And Verno's going to return the favor. Now 10 seconds of the round. Shenum, this is a big kill. You know, he was waiting for it just on the other side. Not connecting. I mean, where did the pellets go? Meanwhile, Aspas from on high gets his 3. Shenum gets the last, and that's another retake success for MIBR.
Yeah. Just going to see the infinite diffuse bug.
Full steam ahead for MIBR. 4 rounds in a row.
4 diffuses in a row as well.
And this time, our team returning the favor.
Aspas is so good in these moments as well.
I think it was Wyatt who was talking about it on the desk, how it hasn't felt like Aspas has needed to be Aspas.
Yeah.
He's currently 14-4, so he's certainly putting on a performance. His dad this round, though, as FURIA pushes a little bit. They're certainly patient with it. Rafa hitting down onto it now as Cortezia is not able to connect on the shots. Swing out from the Viper, and it's a lethal one at that, as again, another diffuse for MIBR, another retake for MIBR, and another round win for MIBR.
It's getting out of hand right now. And FURIA has that mid-round communication. Verno saying we need to be a little bit more proactive. Yeah, we're on the defensive side, but...
There's a little proactivity for you. Aspas taking the aggro line with the op.
There's something different, though. This is the first time that Heat has taken space in this mid-tube. He's going to get cleared out, though. What a great drone from Verno. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, part of the issue for FURIA, your Mavic is currently playing B by himself, and maybe you can manipulate rotations a little bit, but the problem is when you're in a 3v5 like that, it's not like you have the numbers advantage to help spread the map out.
It's a great entry, though. It allows you to get that Armageddon online, and there's a lot of players in this backside area. Aspas needs to be a little bit careful here. He's good. He dodges that.
30 seconds left.
Ult invested, high ground taken, and now they can flood him behind it. And once again, we're finding ourselves in what could be a diffuse situation. Yep, Khalil takes one to the back of the head, assassination style. Aspas gets another, and Havoc, who, if you remember, was on the opposite side of the map, is now left on the outside looking in once more.
And that was the call. I'm assuming Verno made that call as well. I mean, we heard him do that little insert in that last round, the end of the last round. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to that KO knife information. It's not clear. I mean, look at the drone difference, right? It just sets Aspas up for free kills.
Right there.
Our team took a little bit of damage through an earlier scuffle at the beginning of the round. Khalil has as well.
This is going to get shut down. Shenum is waiting right outside of the smoke.
Just enough HP.
Bot coming back. Recalling my bot.
if you're MIBR right now, what are the odds they're alone? I mean, no one from the side of MIBR is at this A site. It's so obvious that it's a B hit.
17. He's got the dash procced.
Oh
no.
Remaining.
Stuck.
Spike down B.
Heat's now left alone in a 1v4.
Yeah,
Final round of the half, doesn't have the spike. Now they know where he is. Does he die to Aspas? Of course he does.
Yeah.
A 9-3 half for Emma. Good doing it.
Yeah, it shows a lot about a team that's confident in their ability to retake. Now they're on the attacking side and ready for pushes as well.
Brother, what sort of confidence was that? He was up by himself with a frenzy. Like, you know what? That's fine.
Or
30
pushes,
seconds
seeing if
left.
there's any more mistakes that FURIA are going to make.
I think as you think about
Planted.
MIBR, they are in a 5v3. They managed to get the spike down. We'll continue this here in just a moment. Havoc's position been given away, and his life has been taken at the hands of who else?
Last player standing.
Heat will join him, and Rafa's 13 HP surely will not be enough to stand the test in a 1v5. I think when we think about teams that we expect to compete,
Drops his Guardian. He's going to hunt with the Ghost. As many as he can get here. Even if he falls, it's all good.
he might. No, he gets nothing.
Deleted. Heard some yelling in the arena after that one. Yeah. Yeah, man. Dagger to delay, but this is the vintage, actual vintage Aspas dashing on the top two, getting so much info for his team.
Rafa's just decapitated. Cortesia gets another.
And Aspas is still in mid. He knows Heat's here.
Night, night.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, with surgical precision.
It's sickening. It's just sickening.
11-3 right now. 12-3. An inevitability.
Wait, the spike got
Spike
stuck here at the
down
A
A.
site.
Hang on. Hang on.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, never mind. He's still alive.
40 HP. Surely. Surely he gets it, right?
Yeah, talk about them. They're
Yep.
changing the way people think about them. This is a team that can be competing for hardware in Toronto.
Yeah, actually.
Enemy killed.
Especially when Aspas is in shots like that. Prize getting absolutely instant. And now the pace, it's being put on FURIA at this A site.
That alarm bot's still up, but it seems like Shenna might be able to get past it and take up two. Meanwhile, Khalil
Spike
getting 2
down
kills on
A.
site, making things competitive. The response instantly through. Havoc now falls. All attention can be turned towards the site. Khalil never really had a chance. Everybody in B main right now. Smokes out. Cortesia first to get a little bit of a challenge. Havoc tagged by the trip, and he's already dead.
Yeah, now there's a crossfire in this back site area.
Oh, that hurts. That shock dart does not feel good. Aspas forced to sit back and watch on the other side of the door. Furia finding a little bit of room and finding some value on the site. Prize falls. It's labored, but he falls. Now Heat's left alone in a 1v3. The flash was good, but it was not good enough. The pistol.
Dagger connects onto both.
Yeah, the knife tagging them. They should know where a lot of hit is coming from, and he... Okay. Yeah. Right.
You think FURIA are having fun yet, Doug?
I don't... This doesn't look like they're having fun.
Enemy remaining.
This does not look
Spike
fun.
down A.
I mean, the desk was right, though. I mean, it could potentially be your last map of stage 1.
For any of their refreshable utility, or they're going to contact out. And guess what? I mean, the setup that MIBR have makes it to where if you try to contact out, you're going to have a hard time. But that said, of course, Havoc gets a kill into Aspas, and they have space.
Yeah. Want to keep track of Shenum right now on Catwalk. He's going to be able to get this flank in if he decides to go for it. See if he decides to go market instead.
Remember, he does have a Vandal, too.
Big firepower right there. Great flash. But Verno not punished.
No, Verno repositioning, staying alive, swinging on to the first, looking for the second.
Player standing.
And he does settle.
Spike down B.
Shenum left in a 1v3. Instantly dropped. Furia get.
No way they know.
Oh, he swings on the other side of the flash. Not finding a kill yet. But the second dip is it.
The thing is, everyone was still so blind that they didn't know he was in wine. They thought he was just peeking from main. So Khalil just drops.
Yeah, that paranoia must have hit all 5, and then the KO flash was good too.
Exactly.
Good tag onto Aspas.
Yeah, good intuition from Havoc right there.
9 HP. Heat, a really nice swing. About mid to apply a little bit of pressure. One more trip you're going to have to deal with on the site.
Yeah, it's been in the same spot almost every round. Great punish from Heat.
30 seconds left.
But they're slowing down. You talked about how they needed to speed up around this and try to beat the rotations. Plucked out of the sky. Cortezia trying to hold the line himself. Falls. Now
Nobody beating Aspas right now.
no, keep a close eye on Heat's flash.
Last player
Right on
standing.
cue, connecting, and Shenum falls. Fury gets another one as well.
Lose the eco round and then convert your gun rounds.
Yeah, the prologue is the same. And I guess this is the part of the story where the hero starts to best the villain, and it's a happily ever after ending. Havoc's already down.
Or die!
Shenum's gonna get a lot of value off this paranoia. The drone getting tagged first. Heat has found a window. Creeping out of tree. He's already got back sight. Shenum's lit up and he's dead. Very nicely done. And Cortezia is going to be on this late flank, but by the time he arrives, Verno's not able to take any space, and now he's dead too.
Spike planted.
Furia, it's looking good in terms of the strategy and their approach right now on this attack side. That's 2 rounds in a row they've used the door smoke and
Hit is towards B, and it's just Sheriffs.
good call.
Verno, oh my gosh! I mean, the dart and then the chow into the cage.
Just no fear whatsoever.
So aggressive, so egregious, and now he's still playing on Khalil's TP backside. Is he going to be able to land the shot? Yes, he will. Connects onto 2. Damage has been dealt. No real opportunity to upgrade a weapon, though, and the op has arrived. But can it connect? There's so much on the shoulders of this operator right now. He's going to have to take space and connect on a shot, and he does. Rafa falls, a 4v2. Traded back. Artine upgrading a weapon. It's a clip run drive for prize. It all falls down into 1v1. Artine swinging forward. Trying to get the best of Heat. The flash connects. Time ticking away. I don't know that he's going to find a way in. Wow. Beautifully played. I don't know that there's a way for our team to do this. He's got to land the shots on Heat right now, and he can't.
Not ready yet.
I mean, even with the kill not coming through, the time is bought. The round is furious.
What a fight. But the retake is going to be so strong from MIBR wherever they decide to use it.
And remember, that was a large part of the success that they found on Icebox. All right, we might have a game on our hands here, folks.
Just pre-fired to oblivion. That's a free B site now for Furia.
Tasty on the other side of it. Remember, Verno has his ult, Artine has his ult. There's a lot of retake potential here, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, Verno's setting up right now to use that ultimate as well. That kill onto Rafa from Artine is huge.
It's gonna help him. Look, take a close eye on the minimap. Heat is going all the way back into their spawn, and he's gonna catch 2 asleep at the wheel. 2 kills found, and the retake attempt has been stuffed.
I mean, it just looks like Heat has had enough. Heat and Prize, the duo again. Verno's gonna have to come up huge with this Hunter's Fury. He does re-clear mid with the drone.
I can't believe he got out. I thought he was dead. Havoc's pacing, Havoc's timing is gorgeous. Almost connects onto the third, but this is a different Furia from what we saw on Icebox.
They look so much more confident. Where was this? Maybe a little too confident now. Maybe playing a little bit too aggressive.
Couple of kills straight back. Remember, Aspa still has blades, if I'm not mistaken, but Verno up really far here. And the spike has been taken for a little while here. 3 down in hell.
Standing ahead.
Is it enough, though?
Khalil tagged. He had to stay alive. That's big up from Verno. Off of the flash, Aspas looks to get high ground. Again, you've got to be able to flush them out from hell. They know exactly where they are, but Prize holds the line for Fury.
He might be the master of the spray, and Havoc is getting another first blood, Doug.
And there is nothing that MIBR have been able to do to stop this unrelenting aggression from Havoc.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, this was an eco, but that was clean.
Just in the mains.
And sometimes it's them setting Havoc up to take these early fights, and then other times it's just Havoc
Pre-firing you in the face. He knows, that's why he dashes out.
The trip is going to provide a little bit of cover, clears out, and snaps onto Aspas again.
He's gonna drone from the corner, he's gonna get the info. Surely we clear Verno here.
This feels like a bait. Do they clear it? Do they check? Yeah, they were looking. And Verno gets his one, but you're triple faced. What are you going to do there? The TP backs up from Shenum. Cortezia is here beside him. Side by side, shoulder by shoulder. One kill found. Make that two for the Sentinel. Artsine left in a 1v2.
There.
Rotating back towards B. He's going to be a little late to the party. He's going to have to solve it all on the fly.
Whether it's rotating to A, rotating to B.
Get out of my way.
Dude, I don't even know that it's about not allowing them to retake. Big out from Aspas. Fire with fire.
Finally, right? Finally shutting down Havoc. And then that happens. Rafa as well to set him up.
They're not even playing anyone in main. They're all playing up.
Great Vice ult to delay.
Yeah, but they dodged some of that utility. Aspas instantly dropped as soon as he tries finding a way out. This is so labored. Shenum and Verno trying to approach us from different angles. As Shenum was 1v1ing against Prize, able to win that out, and now they're able to play a little bit more aggressively here. Khalil's 9 HP will fall as Shenum gets 4. Uh-oh. I don't think there's enough time here. That's going to be really close, but I don't know that there's enough.
I don't know. I don't think they know. Oh, Aspas could do some dirty work right here.
Yeah, but there needs to be something to let them know that that's where the hit is coming from. Artsine's going to dive, and there was too many there.
Cooked. That timeout did nothing, Doug.
A difficult problem that they're going to have to solve. Havoc's 2 HP, not enough to stand against the test of Cortezia. But still plenty of work to be done. Rafa just waiting for any swing into his crosshair. Spots ahead, Shenum and Verno. Side by side, get a couple kills. Prize, again, left in a 1v1. Cortezia finally able to upgrade a weapon. The time is low. I don't know that there's a shot for Cortezia to do this anyway. Even was getting the kill through, and he can't even get that. A dominant half for Fear.
A monster. See what Havoc can cook up here on this defensive side. He's running into 3.
Brother.
Disgust.
On to Aspas, too.
Oh, crazy trade from Verno. Maybe a little bit of a...
A, they've got to know to get through. Shenum has to stay on the other side alongside Verno.
Surely you go for this.
They've got to win this fight. They've got to win the fight out of market, and they've got to win the fight to spawn. That's going to buy a little bit of time, but they aren't taking the window that's been afforded to them. A second flash they have to deal with main. It's labored. High's got flash, still gets a kill. Shenum now falls. Members of the attack weak as the defense inches closer and closer, but MIBR desperately needed pistol to keep a little spot. We've seen this out of him before. We've seen this out of FURIA before. Dashing now back as they know all attention is towards A. Khalil with the trigger discipline, but it's just not enough. Aspas wisely turns around. Havoc not connecting on the spam. Now what do FURIA do here?
In the past, they've tried to die to the spike. It looks like Havoc, he was trying to get some use out of that Marshall. He takes armor off of Shenum, but it's not going to be enough. And it's a decent investment from the side of FURIA, to be honest. Heat will get some value out of that Sheriff buy, but they're going to have light armor, Heat and Havoc, in the following round. And that's kind of scary because when you look at the side of MIBR, you have Verno and Aspas sitting on a Phantom. That's a one-shot headshot on the entry.
Dash, not yet anyway. Now out. They've got a lot of space. Very close by. You were talking about the lighter armor, excuse me. Havoc is the first to fall. Khalil will join him. He does too. Oh, this has all the smells, all the makings of a bonus.
And it was clean too. MIBR used so much utility to clear out Wine. They didn't want to get caught off guard by anything. The spacing on that attack as well was so nice. Not allowing that Vice wall to...
There has been a turn of the tides. All members of MIBR here. You got a little bit of defense. It's just not enough to really fight back. They know where Heat is. Aspas will fall. But you imagine it's just a matter of time. There's no way that he can withhold and withstand the aggression and the pressure his way. And so now Rafa and Khalil with their 2 stingers are left trying to retake this somehow.
They know Khalil is here as well.
Yeah.
Omen TP invested into this round. Maybe just trying to get some damage done, but still spammed out. Problem is, the economy is still not looking too good for the side of FURIA. I don't even know if Havoc will be able to buy up an operator in this next round. I feel like it's so crucial to have your duelist have an op on this map on the defensive side. You can isolate so many of these lanes, get first bloods, especially with the way that we've seen Havoc play so far.
Yep. Wait, they are going to peek this.
Oh.
They're going to peek this. He's on the other side of it. No, don't go back to that! Aspas hitting the shot onto Havoc.
There's just no need for you to be jump spotting that in that moment. I say that as Prize evens the score in B main. Usually this prompts a speed up onto A site because the Senti is down.
Not getting a little value. That drone is going to provide some problems. Shenum saving alive through that. Nicely done. And there's the attack side up again.
It's just reigning supreme. He's holding all the angles for his team as they walk up.
And quick lance to the money for FURIA too. It doesn't get any better in the next round. Khalil has to find a lot of value.
And they know he's here.
Confirmed now by Shenum's peak.
He's just trying to buy time for Heat. The Heat is taking way too long. The round's over.
Yeah.
Save.
Or do you double down and give another gun away?
It's getting out of hand right now. FURIA have lost the plot. And MIBR right now, they know that the operator's on Cat. That's why 2 players are aimed and trained.
But then there are times where they force it in situations like this, and
They
it's
get
not
shut
changing.
down.
Yeah.
Shut down. My ult is ready.
There's help on the other side. That's another really good example of that. Prize forcing the hand a little bit too much. Cortesia had his back.
I know exactly.
Say that, but Verno is very far away.
Just making sure there's no one going to be on the late flank. Remember, it's a Guardian and a Sheriff, and the Sheriff gets a kill.
Vice ult committed. We're going for it.
Time is short, though. And you were mentioning how Verno was so far away. I think he's still got a gun. He does. Waiting for the weaponry to join him. Opts to go for the utility. Chooses not to do it. Now Heat's left in 1v2. He's been good. But time is so short. And they invested, again, they invested that Vice ult. They're not going to carry a gun into the next round. MIBR.
Close.
Aspas popped his blades.
I mean, Khalil's stuck.
Dashing into the smoke, waiting for the second bit of utility out. Fade away from Aspas as he's looking for the second. Warning shots onto Havoc. A threat, and he's going to try to reverse fun. That's so aggressive, and he gets 2!
Down A.
Relentless in his approach, and rewarded for it. They cannot let this one slip. This would be heartbreak. This would be disaster. It was a 4v2.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
and crisis averted. Fear.
But it's not comfortable for FURIA.
Standing ahead.
Maybe a bit of a sigh of relief, though, but aggression here.
Give me those back.
Oh, a cheeky little tiles crunch.
Give me
Oh! Havoc looking for the third and will find it. FURIA knocking on the door of map point.
one enemy remaining.
Jeez.
And they've read Shenum. They've read our team. They read MIBR that round.
On.
Waiting for the threat. Havoc has no way to get out. He's stuck here. And now they know where he is. They're going to hunt him down, and they're going to clean him up. Off the board now as they turn their attention towards B, the paranoia back site. And Verno knows where he is. He's trying to connect onto him. It's a little labored, but it will.
That jump.
Yeah.
I wonder if Rafa's going to go for this.
I think he will.
He should. He should.
That's going to hurt. Yep.
There it is.
That's one down. Will our team survive? I think he will. Look at where he's posted up. Flash popping through. They've got the wall on the other side. Aspas getting across right into the Odin. Connecting onto the second. Only 3 left now. Again, FURIA so close. The wall keeping them at bay.
I know
It's all on our team. Cortesia now. Can they keep this thing alive or split on the cards? Prize with 3.
Down B.
Cortesia, a man left alone. a 1v3 attempt to keep Ascent in play, and I don't know how he pulls this one off.
Oh, the Odin was so
have
strong
retrieved
from
the
Prize. Instantly deleting everyone on his screen. Let's see if Cortezia is next on the list, and he is!
Defenders win.
For MIBR, a reclear of all that A space and nothing heard. Here comes the speed up, Osboss.
Already tagged up, and Havoc gets the best of him once more, picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, now it causes the attackers to freeze, but Verno somehow gets that pick on the Heat, Doug.
Nicely done by Havoc to get out of there to play his life. Verno traded back. Really nice timing on the flank there from Shenum, though, but flanked out.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, it's just chaos everywhere, trade upon trade.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, is that every pistol for MIBR?
Yeah,
But a 1-3-1 from MIBR here.
just conditioning this B Heaven control back-to-back rounds.
You're done.
Excuse me?
So snappy with it, man. Osboss answered back on a Rafa, though. That's breach utility not used to support these members on B site.
Havoc is still in garage. Prize is up really far.
Price on.
Salvo's going to create a little bit of space. Artsine trying to flash behind. Be careful. There's more than one there. Havoc gets another
Spike
with a
down
pistol.
B.
How does he get that?
You flash TP on the inside, so you don't have one. Khalil falls. Heat and Havoc forced to approach this.
Enemy
Oh.
remaining.
Verno, Wise on the swing. Aspas swings on to Havoc, gets the last. Wise is going to fill in behind the space.
Grenade is mine.
Wisely not swinging behind it. Rafa feeling a lot of that pressure, standing strong
Spike down.
in the face
A.
of the duelist.
Just completely stuffed.
Yeah, MIBR hitting stumbling blocks at the beginning of this round.
Shenum did sneak all the way up into mid, though.
He's hearing this. Spotting one and disposing of him. No idea that there's a little bit more threat on the other side, and boldly tries to take that fight again. Khalil's in such a weird spot.
Experiment complete.
Gets a kill onto Shenum, but
One enemy
that's the
remaining.
harder one, and nicely done from
Spike
Khalil.
down mid.
Spike down as well. Great awareness from Khalil in that moment. Turn around, understanding that he could be getting pinched. Now it's all left to Verno. He does have a Phantom, and he does take out Khalil. He has some room to work with and some utility.
30 seconds left, a
30
1v3.
seconds left.
That's the salvos that you were just mentioning. But Prize this too, and as you imagine, as soon as you hear the tap, there's going to be a fault line, salvo, heat swing. There's the fault line, there's the salvo, and now heat swing, right on cue. FURIA on the board.
Very good utility is going to have to be very good in setting up this Yoru.
Another 1-3-1, and this time, Shenum getting the best of Havoc.
Yeah, that just destroys the defense. I mean, look at the mini-map right now. Everybody shifting over. No space anywhere right now. MIBR have everything to play around.
Oh, this is interesting because they only tag the Viper. Do you assume it's just a lurk, or is that where the hit is coming from? He tries to get up. Prize tries to get up too.
And it doesn't even matter. If they push them off of this A line, put that Viper wall up, that B site's going to be extremely weak. But that 1v1 is massive for FURIA. Three of these members here.
I don't think they're taking this bait. I don't think they're buying it. Havoc pops the ult, not for info, but just to stay alive. Meanwhile, Heat from up in heaven,
Down B.
able to get 5 HP. Havoc falls. Shenum finally dealt with on the other side of the map as Heat down in hell, can't do much.
Rafa still has full utility. He could delay this plant.
You got 10 seconds left. You've got to commit to this very quickly. Keep an eye on the heaven push. Aspas has to hold that. Does Verno dare pop his ult here? Oh, the snap from Verno's good. A 2v2 now. Rafa creeping forward with a full bed of
enemy
utility.
remaining.
He's going to have to solve this one.
One enemy remaining.
Verno down to the 1v1. 11 HP, 7 bullets. As Khalil pushes further and further. And wins out the 1v1 for FURIA.
We talk about a sigh of relief from FURIA, though. I mean, Rafa, he had his whole kit, like you stated. I mean, that was really good info. Really good use of the Yoru, but
Oh, this is aggro.
this is fast. I mean, he's cooked. What is he doing?
Meanwhile, they spent so much into getting Verno. Now speeding up back towards B. Havoc playing in the smoke. With Khalil TPing back, they've bolstered the defenses on B. There's so much for Khalil to do here. He has one TP, but he's only got 30 HP. Trying to play around the smokes. The flash is not going to connect. They're waiting on the other side of it. Verno snaps onto him. Advantage the way of the attack. You've got Prize who's going to be on this late lurk.
He's got to win this 1v1, but Havoc gets taken out as well. Prize, maybe he can bring this one back.
Cortez is waiting for it. Still nicely done by Prize. And now the ult at the ready. They're going to flush right into it. He's got to take those fights, and he wasn't ready for it. Verno with 3 on the round. And Rafa will fall. But now, the reinforced push behind all of the weaponry, behind all of the utility. Aspas gets the first.
Spike down A.
Somehow Prize gets a kill as well, though.
He's just traded back out. You just don't really have the guns to fight back on this, but Havoc has found a little bit of a window to play into. And that window's instantly shut. Aspas with 3 on the round.
33 HP. I mean, we're reading
Player
the
standing.
crowd saying ace. It gets stolen, though.
Khalil left in that 1v3 with the Stinger, and there's no way he can pull that one off.
Yeah.
There's an off on the other side of the map. Aspas pops his blades. Oh my goodness, Khalil
So fast.
hitting the ground with 0 HP, and now they got the Rolling Thunder. They can fill him behind. Price was stuck. He had nowhere to go.
So many different layers.
They're going to try to save these weapons. Remember, Havoc has an op. Rafa has a rifle. That's a rifle down. Can they get the op out of Havoc's hands?
Yeah,
Yes,
they can.
They can. It's paranoia, but Havoc may have found a tiny window to play around, but he's pushed back. You've got a Shore, you've got spam from the rifles. Khalil somehow still getting a kill. Havoc getting one too. But Aspas arrives to save the day.
One enemy remaining.
Weak here, but not weak enough. So that's a lot of info. I mean, the breach stun is in a spot where he can maybe do something with it, but he's too far back by himself. Ooh. Manages to section off Verno, still getting his ones, but not able to settle onto Artine. Meanwhile, pin him. No mid info. Ooh, they're coming for you. He has the dash. Oh, he slams into a wall.
Great punish. Protocols.
They're going to try to fill him behind this. The Rolling Thunder sends him sky high.
One enemy remaining.
Cortezia lands to get a kill, but can't connect on anything else. Shenum left in a 1v3. They don't know where he is, do they? Yes, they do. Prize connects, Furia get 3. Everybody here.
But you have to delay. You cannot fall now. You have to delay.
Keep a close eye on where the spike is. If he gets a kill on the spike, that's it. The round is probably over. They're going to have to fight back into A main to take this back. And I don't know how they do that. MIBR forced to scale forward, but they're surrounded.
Furia are crawling.
They don't have Artine's ult. They don't really have the same tools. This is gonna hurt. They've got to scatter. They've got to flood, and Aspas is dead. Cortezia can't alleviate any of the pressure. The flash up from Khalil's gonna hit all 3, if I'm not mistaken.
You spoke about Rafa in the beginning of this match. He's gonna have to step up huge here.
On his own, and stand up he does. Huge for Furia. 2 kills found. Make that 3. Furia gets a 5. And all this space mid already. They've got to get this catch onto Heat, because as soon as they spot what's going on here, they're going to speed up A. And that's exactly what they do, instantly increasing pace. Smokes, backside, drones, TPs, the whole thing. Khalil,
He slipped right by.
he's in a really good spot to make a play. He's got a frenzy too. Yep, that's 1 kill found. Turning around finally, Verno spamming through the smoke, getting the best of him. Again, a pistol, so desperately needed. Really nicely done by Verno. Position given away, yes, but takes a step back, forcing Havoc to take the fight, and he will take it. They've gotten it down to 2. They've gotten it down to 1. The pistol for Furia. 3.
The better weaponry.
But remember, Artine still has his stun too.
And there's Teo missiles. And there's a Omen paranoia.
Was it too early? Was it too fast? They're able to get 1 kill off of it. Aspas not connecting the shot on the second.
But they're rotating off, Doug. They think it's gonna be a pivot back to B after all that utility. Oh, Furia, you can tell they don't want to throw this one away.
I love this call to cut noise and to contact up. I mean, that separates the defense. They had so much power in numbers. But that little freeze is just enough to set them apart.
30 seconds left.
Boss.
Good for one.
Spike down.
Good from heaven,
One
too.
enemy remaining.
Khalil's left alone to 1v2. Fakes the TP. Does he take the bait? Khalil trying to avoid disaster. 13 seconds left. And it's a thrifty round win for MIBR.
He's gonna have to wake up for FURIA to take this map win.
Havoc's dead. Do they
Online.
Cover going out.
They're trying to split B.
It's a good
Prize
call.
is a stinger. But Khalil's dead. And now they know where one more is, and you've got to be careful. That's the spike. I mean, if he dies there, everything's being picked apart around him anyway, but
One enemy remaining.
that's the precious cargo. And it will fall. MIBR gets it.
Looks like he is gonna play very passive.
It's the same play. It's the same play, but this time with an additional flash, and this time Havoc gets the best of Shenum.
Shorty versus Judge.
Our team playing just on the other side of the smoke. He will not get tested. Not yet, anyway.
Go ahead.
And now they know the opposite.
Ground.
Prize investing the Armageddon, but they haven't been able to alleviate a lot of this heaven pressure. And the smoke is going to keep them back. They have to force their way through this. They face check out, but it's late. Rafa will pay for it with his life. Oh,
Player standing.
oh my gosh.
Spike down. B.
Trigger discipline.
He's going to be up towards B.
Here.
Going to feel,
Here.
and it's a pretty light setup here. Is there a stun setup for him? There it is. It's going to connect, but it hits him too. The Judge. Exactly what he needs there.
It's a must-win round for FURIA, and they are up 5v3 in a post plant, but the flood is coming through.
5v4 or 4v3 now.
How does nobody hear that?
3v3 now. 3v2 now. He and Khalil, the dash forward. He's got to get out of there. Khalid's able to get one. Just in the nick of time. Aspas from up top.
Last player standing.
Heat's getting it down to a 1v1. With Spike just out of reach and 42 HP. I don't know how he does this. Verno can just hold the line. All of it is on Heat to swing his way out, and Verno connects.
His name.
Prize is not crossed behind this wall, and there's an op trained on it. The gas should be down soon.
Big opener onto Shenum and Vent. A lot of space gathered right now from the side of FURIA. No B main control though. These
Dude,
players at A are ready, Doug.
The fact that our team just swings like that
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah. I mean, you have to push him off, but how do you deal with the Aspas here?
Oh, they wait for the wall to go up. They refresh the smoke too. And he still connects. The double dip onto Havoc. With Verno not far off. This defensive setup looks like it will hold. The shorty doesn't connect, but he didn't realize that Verno was there, so he's able to get the best off. And now the stun on the swing. A little early from Verno. Now 2v2, the spike just out of reach. All onto Cortezia now.
Spike planted.
He's been quiet, but he's got a chance to be heartbreak for FURIA once more.
Going out.
He's blossomed, into such a strong player this stage, this year. A big moment for him. Not even given the chance. A thrifty round win for FURIA. It's off of a TP, a little bit different timing than you would normally expect. Aspas dropping. I thought he was going to be caught on the way down as Khalil swung. Still uncontrollable play around. All attention towards A. Remember, Heat has a pit. So if they can get out, maybe there's something to play around here, but Artine has his ult.
Havoc on this A ramp is gonna have to
That's a deep
do
hit.
a miracle, Doug, and he does. He got two.
I don't know that if it was enough of a miracle, though. They're going to freeze on the other side of this pit. They don't even have the spike in hand right now, and Rafa's got to take some space.
I have the spike.
I mean, you gotta stick at some point. Oh, you're done.
As the wall goes down,
What?
Rafa takes a step back, drops on Aspas, and now he's going to have the rolling stun. But you're right. It feels like he's on the other side of the map right now. Doesn't have the stun up. Heat's feeling a lot of this pressure. Meanwhile, Cortesia has slipped in the net. The flash is perfect. And Rafa's shots are too. Cortesia dropping a little paranoia. Do they swing behind it? They were going to try. Verno's going to get a kill off the salvos too.
That's the spot.
But he's got to do it on his own.
And he has to do it against Aspas. And he can't.
Meanwhile, they invested the Yoru TPB, so now there's a mad dash to try to take the space that he's managed to gain. But he's on an island here.
Left.
Havoc has to stand on his own.
He's got to try to disrupt. He cannot let these Teo missiles go down, delay the spike. There's only 20 seconds left. This is the play.
Off the flash, able to get the first. Cortesia down.
He's got to keep going.
Trying to scale up behind the utility. Prize gets a spike down. A retake attempt from MIBR, which includes the Rolling Thunder, is going to be a problem. Havoc stunned, dead. And now the Rolling Thunder in play. It's going to whiff. It's going to split the upright, so it's not going to connect onto anyone. So Prize and Clue will have a shot at this. Oh, but he whiffs it all. And now Prize is left in a 1v4, and he cannot stand. MIBR gets a series point.
Maybe just not expecting the force buy from MIBR. Maybe expecting Aspas to save up for that operator like I was stating. Underestimating the
They're still in this fight.
Thing is, Aspas has that entire A line.
They've taken B. Artine up in heaven. Turning the flash, the paranoia's behind it. Do they fill in? That's gonna cause so many problems! Khalil scaling forward into the smoke, getting the best of Artine. It's all falling apart for them. Heat has to stand in a 1v2 with 29 HP. The spit to buy some time, and Shenum swings into it.